The most expensive private planes owned by top athletes. The prices. The world's best athletes have always made us jump out of bed during heart-pounding competitions or inspired us to pursue a career in their industry to create our distinctive identity. You won't be shocked by how well their persistence pays off. They can easily afford the ultra-private aircraft they fantasize about because of their high salary. Welcome to the Daily Aviation YouTube channel. The global demand for luxury is at an all-time high. We reveal everything about the world's most luxurious private jets. Without an aircraft, we'll take you to the highest places. Athletes of exceptional caliber frequently travel throughout their careers, whether participating in competitions, training, or visiting family. So now we'll talk about the priciest private planes owned by famous athletes that empower them to unwind off the field. And you'll be stunned to see how much they cost. Keep an eye out until the very end. Conor McGregor, the lightweight former UFC champion who defeated Floyd Mayweather once and collected $100 million. Like many athletes, Conor McGregor enjoys showing off his wealth, but with an estimated net worth of $180 million, who can blame him? It appears to be straightforward that Conor does not consider his Cessna 560 XL, which he purchased for over $16 million, to be a huge issue. With a 9-passenger capacity and an average speed of 498 miles per hour, the aircraft has managed to match the speed with how Conor punches his opponents. On social media, Conor is frequently shown enjoying his favorite meals with his adorable children in his private jet, outfitted with the giant dining table and the plushest seats. It sounds intriguing to know about Conor, so let's wander to the next player and investigate what's happening on his aircraft. LeBron James, with a net worth of almost $527 million and being one of the best basketball players, LeBron worked hard to obtain a $22 million Gulfstream G280 aircraft, which he loves to board as soon as he leaves the court. Even if you own a Rolls-Royce, Ferrari, and Maybach, you would prefer to get into your own Gulfstream G280 plane first. The aircraft is made by Israel Aerospace Industries and is jam-packed with 2 enormous living spaces that accommodate 10 passengers and at least 5 sleeping spaces. The average speed of an airplane is 651 miles per hour, comparable to LeBron's rate at which he passes the ball to teammates. Despite his enthusiasm for exploring new places, he constantly utilizes the aircraft to spend more time with his family, in addition to using it to travel to both his professional and personal obligations. You'll be shocked to learn that he has occasionally squeezed trips to his son's game in between his other commitments to avoid losing some more time with him. LeBron James was enthusiastic about visiting new places, so let's move on to the next gentleman who is equally excited about seeing new sights and figuring out what's happening in his aircraft. David Beckham, without a question, is one of the most well-known football players in the world, with an annual income of almost $450 million. It's incredibly apparent that David Beckham would not hesitate to purchase a Bombardier Challenger 350, which costs $26 million and has a top speed of 527 miles per hour. He uses this aircraft frequently to fly between America and England. The inbuilt Wi-Fi, flight tracking with arrival time, fully touchscreen cabin management, and seating for a maximum of 9 passengers are just a few of the wonderful characteristics of this airplane that make traveling comfortable and like home. He recently gained notoriety when he flew coaches, players, and family members of his young son's sports team to Germany for a crucial competition. With such a demanding schedule, he views having a private plane at his disposal anywhere and everywhere as more than a luxury. Beckham's use of a private plane has been revealed to be more than just a luxury, but what about Messi's aircraft? Let's find out. But first, click the subscribe button of Daily Aviation if you want to aviate and wander in Messi's private jet. Before meddling with Lionel Messi, every player on the field would have pondered 10 times. Still, just like Ronaldo, Messi reserved a special space on his Embraer Legacy 650 private plane for his loved ones. He bought it for $26 million out of his wallet. Messi, however, is more closely attached to his family than any other player since he has had the names of every family member inscribed on the stairs of his aircraft. This plane is ideal for his family because it accommodates 19 passengers over its 3 plush cabin zones. Fun fact, Messi, by the way, loves flying to Ibiza on his private plane. Messi and our next player enjoy trips with friends and family to various places. Let's board his private plane now. Neymar. Football players' enthusiasm for private aircraft never seems to go away, and Neymar wasted no time when purchasing an Embraer Legacy 450 as his flying vehicle for $26 million. Created by a firm of his origin, Embraer, the aeroplane is crammed with a comfortable room for 8 people, clearly demonstrating the priority is more on offering quality than the number of passengers. It has distinctive leather seats and enormous displays mounted to each chair for watching movies, television, or listening to music. The airplane makes the most of every opportunity to give Neymar's buddies, who he enjoys traveling with most of the time, the ideal experience. You were all waiting for one of the most dynamic football players ever, and your wait will now end. Cristiano Ronaldo is undoubtedly one of the best football players in the world, but he is a devoted family man off the field. He didn't think twice and spend $37 million on a Gulfstream G650 private jet with space for 18 passengers to spend great family time. 4 enormous living rooms, huge oval-shaped windows, and completely reclined chairs are all on the aeroplane, providing each passenger with the ideal amount of legroom they are entitled to, just like at home. The aircraft can fly at 703 miles per hour to match Ronaldo's velocity. We've learned a lot about the football players' private jets. It's time to move on to some golfers who have impressive jets. Sergio Garcia has won 36 international events, and his renown and income have surged to the point where he can now stroll beside Tiger Woods. He owns a Hawker 4000, a plane that costs $45 million, has a top speed of 540 miles per hour, and can travel across the USA in a single trip. The airplane also has Japanese-made wings that can fly at the speed of sound, as well as electronic ground proximity with Warner dual-distance measuring technology. Tiger Woods. Most athletes have a special affection for Gulfstream superplanes. Tiger Woods paid a staggering $53 million on a blind purchase, and his heart has now fallen in love with the Gulfstream G550. The high-thrust Rolls-Royce engine, which can reach the sweet spot of 671 miles per hour while using less fuel, distinguishes this aircraft from the others and makes it more expensive. This aircraft also has 4 enormous living spaces, an improved flight vision system for a clear view of the track, sleeping quarters for 8 people, a kitchen, and fully reclined chairs, among other noteworthy features. You may remember Floyd Mayweather, best known for his fights with Conor McGregor, but did you know he also owns a more expensive jet than McGregor? Let's go check in for his flight. The professional American boxer wanted something immeasurable that could offer him the touch and sense of true luxury, despite having a Bugatti, Ferrari, and Rolls-Royce in his garage. He eventually discovered what he was looking for and spent $58 million buying and customizing a Gulfstream G650 plane to his specifications. Even so, the money speaks for itself when you look at the magnificent leather seats and the specially created bed to provide him with the ideal comfort before and after his travel. An automatic air purification system and an integrated entertainment system are also fitted to maintain the air quality within the aircraft at all times. Having a private aircraft is an expensive endeavor. Even after retiring, one player still has a private plane. He is none other than Michael Jordan. Everyone knows Michael Jordan is the best basketball player in the world. Although he has left the game, he still makes much money from his business and promotions. He made the right choice when he purchased a Gulfstream G4 Superjet for $63 million. When Michael boards this incredible jet, the spacious 45-foot interior and built-in Wi-Fi system ensure he has the time of his life. What do you think then? Let us know in the comments who you believe bought the greatest jet. Please click the Daily Aviation subscribe button to support our channel so that we can give our fans a tour of our private jets as these athletes did.